Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from datingwright.
This message is for my husband. Honey, please come on. I'm outside and I'm getting tired of being out here. It's weird out here. You need to come on and find me so that we both can go inside.
It's just so funny. I don't need to go find a man. I'm asking men to come find me because I'm a lazy.
This man with skinny legs and parrot-toe feet just trying to talk to me. And he was bald head. Nothing against bald head men. Love y'all. Honey, please come on. It's weird. It's getting really weird out here. And you leaving me out here unprotected. Please. We have to talk about this later too, because you've been taking your precious time. We have to discuss that. I don't like that. Please come on. Come on.
Now they're just talking into the ethos as if the ethos is talking back to them and replying.
Where y'all be meeting the man at, bro? I live in Louisville, Kentucky. Alright? If it was something here for me, I would have seen it by now. It ain't nothing in Kentucky, bro. I'm not trying to meet you at the club. I don't know how much is gonna come from it. Okay? So what? Where do I go? There's nowhere to go in Kentucky.
I mean, maybe not record TikToks while driving. Like, this is probably one of like the worst things to be doing, especially when you're like making all of these like hand gestures and looking at the camera so constantly. If you were just talking and just straight looking at the road, I probably wouldn't say much, but
Go to a restaurant and hope that you're in there. Or I could go to church, but the churchgoers ain't much better, to be honest. Just because I find you in the church don't mean you're going to do me any better than anybody I met anywhere else. So, I swear Houston got them all. Texas, I'm sure you could walk out your front door and it's going to be like 10 or something out there for you. Like, I work in social work. I work in offices where it's all old people and women at that. I don't be around young men my age or men that I'm attracted to. Do I have to I need to go what? Do I need to go hang out at the parks? What I need to start going to like the basketball court? What I need to go?
I mean, just make some damn effort. It'd be probably more to your, less to your detriment than just staying where you are and just hoping that men are going to show up.
Do y'all be like at some special market, not Kroger? Like, where y'all be?
I mean, I've been told Whole Foods and Trader Joe's.
You want a man? Go, a hardworking man. Go to Home Depot or Lowe's. So, I work at Home Depot part-time. And when I say the men be in here, and they be fishing too. They be electricians, plumbers. Like, girl, I'm telling you. Just put on something.
Makes sense. Blue-collar men, trade men going to Home Depot to buy supplies for their trade.
Cute. And go in there, you don't even have to buy anything. Just go in there and make sure you look cute. I promise somebody is going to try to get at you.
This woman might as well be talking to herself, because American women are not going to do this unless that man is in a club or a bar, restaurant. Some of these ladies would try it, but the majority of women, they're not going to go to Home Depot. They're not.
I don't know, dating right. I've been covering a lot of videos of women going to Home Depot and like Whole Foods and stuff.
Going to do it because they are too prideful to do this.
If you plan on moving to ATL, make sure you bring your own man with you. For any woman that likes men, make sure you bring your own man with you. I'm letting you know that in Atlanta, the men is scarce. So if you come here, you think you're looking for a relationship, this is not the place to come to. I'm letting you know this. This is Black Hollywood.
I mean, with them eyebrows, the caterpillar's just crawling all over your eyes.
Most men are into themselves, okay? Everybody thinks they're a celebrity.
That we're not into ourselves. We're just protecting ourselves.
Everybody. 95% of the men are gay. And 50% of those...
I really kind of hate this gay narrative. Just because you can't find good men, all the men there are gay. Like, how does that even make sense? Like, it's just you can't attract a good man. You can't seem to attract men in general because you're gay. They're gay? No, I don't think so, lady.
Those are married. And the other ones... the rest that's left, they know that it's 30 women to every one man. So they use that to their advantage. And the women that do have men, they're so territorial over those men that if you even, speak back to them, they are ready to, I'm talking about charge at you. Like, it's crazy up here. And the people that's from Atlanta will say, oh, no, well, that's not true. I'm telling you, I've been here for 3 years. Atlanta is the one place that you'll come and you'll find a whole slew of successful, beautiful black women that's single. Single.
No one cares.
Millionaires. Got money, beautiful, businesses, single. You know why? There are no men here in Atlanta for the women.
So what's your sign?
So I'm looking for someone who's also financially stable and that has to work a 9 to 5 every day to live their life.
You have to have at least 3 cars under your name. Your second car has to have 8 seats because I have 3 kids. So I want them to be comfortable whenever we go with you on a trip or something. You want me to come with you? I'm gonna bring my kids, and you need to have enough space for my kids. So
Just my finances.
It's time for women to take accountability for how terrible the dating pool is. We started taking advice from hoes. Not the old school hoes either that was on Backpage and Craigslist. Hoes that get online showing their full face, their full government is on their page, and they're telling whole stories, but they're not telling the whole story. So now women think that they man and they trick are supposed to act the same. Tricks and boyfriends, they supposed to pay rent and buy bags and buy shoes and take you out to eat 4 times a week.
She's right. All right, the hoes that used to trick and dealt with tricks all the time. Now they're just saying, "Oh, boyfriends are tricks. They're no different from each other."
It's never gonna fucking happen. Boyfriends usually ain't got no money. Tricks usually have money because they're emotionally unavailable and probably just terrible people who are only looking for power and control over a woman's body. But y'all want to take advice from these women. Y'all, now look. Now men think they can buy pussy. Now when you looking for love, you go on a date, you shocked that the man think he paying for pussy by buying you filet mignon and some risotto.
Pretty much.
Yeah, we did that. We were a part of the problem. All these BBLs and stuff, y'all don't think that got something to do with how sex work and normal love life have somehow become intermingled and stuck together forever in a way that's irreparable?
And if anything, I just think women today are just easily influenced. A lot of women have been under a spell. And from what I can see on
it's a spell of money.
social media, it seems like a lot of women do idolize certain particular groups of women because of the aesthetic of their social media. These women really do give off like they living that, soft girl life when behind the scenes they are doing some strange things for some change to get those purses and to get those trips. The dating pool is mad crazy out here, and I don't think it can be saved. And let's not even mention how a lot of these ladies listen to women who make music for single women, but these same women behind the scenes have a husband and a family at home.
I had this moment at the skate rink that completely made me understand men and dating. Well, not completely, but one aspect. I was going to the skate rink. There was a man who was far ahead of me, and he saw me rushing, walking through the parking lot, and he stopped, waits a while for me to come across the parking lot, holds the door open for me, and so he let me cut in line ahead of him in line. I decided, you know what? I'm going to do one of these pay it forward moments. I'm going to pay his way in. And he's like, oh shit. He hadn't spoke, nothing. Like, finally says thank you and gives me some weird, just we go our separate ways, right? Then, after a few minutes, I notice him again, and he's, sitting with some other girl, and he's skating with her. I'm like, damn, I just spent $12 of my hard-earned money for his ass
That's exactly how men feel.
to get into the rink. I need some reciprocation. I was like,
Oh, you need reciprocation for the $12. Imagine the men that spend $100 to $200 on dinners and dates. Where's that reciprocation?
$12 of something. I don't know what it was. All of a sudden, I'm like, we go together. I felt insulted.
Oh, you're entitled to be with him now because you paid $12 for him?
That I paid $12 and he was skating and having fun with somebody else. And I was like, oh my God, that sounds absolutely crazy. Oh my God, that's how men feel every time they take us on dates and spend their money. Oh my God, I am not accepting any more free meals from men. I totally got it. And then now I be seeing him and they be acting like he don't know me. Fool, I spent $12 on you.
It's $12, lady, $12. These broke, dusty, musty crusties complaining about $12.
You know who you are.
When men are paying $50, $75, $100, $200, $300.
The narrative that our elders gave us telling black women that when we're young to focus on our career and focus on our education and don't focus on our boys is what's keeping black women single.
Shout out to you for recognizing that.
And this is on the heels of the topic that I've been seeing a lot lately, especially in black women that are like 30 plus, that are talking about like, I wish.
It's just not black women, girl. It's all women 30 plus. They're all in the same boat. It's not just black women. I mean, it's a bigger demographic of black women are in this boat. But there's a lot of white ladies, and there's a lot of Asian ladies, and there's a lot of Latina ladies. Also 30 and single.
I would have did differently in my 20s because I was playing around. I was doing nonsense. I was dealing with people that didn't deserve my time. And now I'm 35 and I don't have anybody to share my success with. I don't have anybody to share these degrees with. I don't have anybody to go home to at
What do you need to share your degree with? What?
night. And don't get me wrong, I do think our elders had a point. I think they probably should have specified, don't deal with no knuckleheads. Don't deal with no nonsense. Like, don't deal with somebody that's not equally yoked or on the same type of time with you. Because I think
even that advice is a stupid advice that you just gave. Most people aren't going to be equally yoked to you when you're young. When you're young and dumb. Both of you usually are. Like, the man has at least a stable head and has a vision and purpose to go straight forward to for his goals, then he might be a good man to stick around with.
Having a man, though, does not necessarily take away from your career or from your education if you're dealing with the right man. And keep in mind, no other race tells their daughters this. Like, no other race tells their daughters not to get married.
Nowadays, even Asians are telling their daughters get that education because they're being fed by the social media and the society too, saying that education is the most important thing, and we're losing like the more traditional aspects that yes, women getting married at young ages is probably the best thing we can give women.
No other race tells them that a man will take them away from their future and their career and all the things that are going to happen for them. The numbers talk.
Oh, I guess if you're saying it that way, yes, Asian parents don't really tell their daughters that if you do get married young or anything, it's going to ruin your life. That they don't push. So I guess I see what she's saying.
We're literally the lowest demographic when it comes to being married. So
True.
It shows that you can definitely be married while also being successful. Now,
True.
This is not saying that everything that they do is right. Okay? Like, that's not what I'm saying at all. But what I'm saying is nobody else tells their daughters this because they see the beauty and they understand what's the word? The word is importance, because they see how important a marriage is when it comes to career elevation, when it comes to societal's,
this is actually true,
perspective on who you are as a person. Because yes, like, I understand you don't have to be married to be a good person, but it's just our society. And at the end of the day, you can either learn to work with it or continue to work against it. And I think a lot of times black women, we lean into our education and our resume as a way to kind of approach men, especially when you get to that older demographic of like 30, 35 plus women. I can see the pattern of like those women constantly like, I got this degree, I got this business, I got this car, I got this house, like, where my man at? Why my man not here? Which is a totally valid argument, but I think
it's not an argument, it's just a question. It's a valid question, but that's stupid.
Partially is you have to start earlier, like, because the thing is, the older you get, the harder it is to find somebody. And we keep seeing this. Like, we know for sure whenever you're in your early 20s, mid 20s, people are starting to get married. People are starting to have children. So those standards that you had when you were 21, you can't really have at 35 because things have changed. People's lives have changed. And at the end of the day, you have to look at your demographic. Once you hit like 30, most of the men that you're going to deal with are going to have at least one child. And if you originally were, I don't want no kids, I ain't doing that, it's going to make it extremely hard for you to find someone. So I definitely don't think that our girls should just be dealing with any old guy, but I do think that we should start instilling like the importance of marriage and like the importance of that union and like encourage them to find someone that they can really build with, someone that makes sure to nurture them, somebody that encourages them to get their education and start those businesses and do all the endeavors that they want to do while being a wife, while being a mother, if that's what you desire to do, because I know that's not everyone's desire. But I do think that we need to stop telling our daughters to like not focus on men, because the other topic is we don't know how to date. We don't know what to look for. We don't know how to properly, be courted, because all our childhood we're being told no boys, no dates, you can't do this, you can't do that.
You say that, but you guys are going out on dates and getting ran through still. So as much as you're saying no boys, though there's plenty of boys, it's just you never took them seriously.
And it's like, it makes it extremely hard when you're an adult and you're trying to navigate dating and you've been told that you can't do something for so long. It makes it really hard. And this is literally straight from the horse's mouth. Like, a lot of the older women that I've talked to, especially my mentors, are usually in their 30s and their 40s doing very well for themselves. And they're always like, the only thing that I would have did differently is really found somebody that I could build with, because it's hard dating. Like, it's nothing to play with. And they always tell me, like, girl, if you find one now, keep them. Don't let them go, because it's going to get hard.
Hey, at least your mentors are good mentors, it seems, right? They're telling you that the mistakes they've made and that what they would have corrected. I don't think a lot of women are doing that for other women. Most women are just doubling down, tripling down, and making other women miserable with them.
And you rather find somebody that really loves you and appreciates you so y'all can build, and you want to start earlier so like later on this is not a concern for you, because you've already started. You've already laid the pavement.
Now, I do think a lot of older women from back in the day, they experienced a lot of traumas from going through divorces and dealing with a cheating husband and getting left alone. So I think it was just a coping mechanism just to tell their daughters, hey, make sure you don't end up like me. Go get your college education. Go focus on them, finding you a good job when you graduate. And that was all that was really enforced, really out of just trying to call themselves protecting their daughters, making sure they got the career and the money and the success. But they did not let them know that the other part of that was very important was finding a man. We did not see a lot of older women preparing their daughters to be wives. They were just preparing their daughters to be career-focused women.
So this man that was interested in dating me blocked me because he was like, you're single, you got all these good qualities, what's the catch? I was like, what do you mean? He was like, why are you single? So I told him that it's hard for a lot of men to meet my non-negotiables when it comes to dating. And he said, well, what are they? And I was like, well, 1, they gotta love Jesus, and 2, no physical intimacy before marriage. And he's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And then he blocked me. And if that ain't somebody weeding themselves out, I don't know what is. Also, why did you need to block me? I didn't reach out to you. You reached out to me. And everybody keeps telling me, oh, you're gonna have such a hard time in dating. You're not gonna find anybody who is actually gonna want to wait until marriage.
I can almost say yes, because unless you're a virgin yourself, the likelihood is very unlikely.
Like, that's just so unrealistic.
See, they have this want that they have, right? Oh, I'm gonna be celibate until marriage, even though after I got ran through. But when men say we want virgins or women with low body counts, it's a problem.
It's been done before by several very successful marriages. So if it can be done for them, it can be done for me too. So I am not going to let myself get discouraged. Is it discouraging that sometimes? Yes. Will I?
Again, if you're a virgin, it makes sense. I can agree with this.
I let it stop me from dating? I hope not.
For all my female ninja watchers, I'm gonna give you guys a pro tip. If there was ever a guy you was dating and you was looking for a reason to run him off, tell him that you're not gonna have sex before marriage, or tell him that you're gonna start your celibacy journey. He will leave you instantly. And what kind of men be signing up for this kind of stuff in 2025? Sex before marriage, it does sound very nice and traditional in theory, but it's not practical. If I'm looking to purchase a vehicle that I'm going to be driving for probably the rest of my life, I'm going to test drive the damn car. Like, men are not...
I mean, especially nowadays that men do get to test drive cars. It's hard to purchase a car without test driving it. I agree.
I'm gonna play that game anymore. We got a lot of love and respect for Christian women, but the only woman I will consider waiting for is a woman who is a virgin.
Correct. Like I said, I love this clip.
Hello, love. How you doing?
Man.
For the girls. For the girls. You signed it for the girls?
Man, so NFL star Jamar Chase going viral after the way he curved a woman. The video, she walked up on him and tried to give him a hug. He didn't even hug her back. And I looked in the comments, the women acting like they mad at him for doing her like that. They trying to say the men nowadays want you to chase them. Nah, don't try to put that on all dudes because Jamar Chase moving like this. I keep telling people the ones with the biggest egos is the girls that everybody like, and that's considered a 10, and a rich famous dude. And you can't even be mad at them because you settling for it. Everybody be putting these people on a pedestal, so of course they gonna act like that. I don't understand how people still acting like they surprised by this. Dude got millions of dollars and he in the NFL. He know a lot of y'all is thirsty over money and go for anything. I guarantee she texted him after this and said, why you do me like that? You can't feel bad for nobody that's thirsty like this. Y'all think this is bad. This ain't nothing compared to how most of the NFL players is. I watched the interview of an ex-ball player. He said they be telling 5 different women to come to where they at, and whoever get there first get to stay. And they actually still be showing up knowing he told them all the same thing. The power of money gonna let you do whatever you want. Facts. I ain't mad at Jamar.
This is why I say earn a lot of money, guys. Earn a lot of money. It just gives you so many options, not just dating wise, life wise.
Chase.
Not doing that. Excuse us. Good job, Chris. Happy birthday, my guy.
Groupies. It's crazy nowadays because these groupies are willing to to sue and say all these allegations against men when back in the day groupies knew that they were groupies. They were gonna get ran through.
The next time you get out here thinking about chasing any type of woman, period, just circle back to this video. And y'all are still out here going out y'all way to try to, come on, man. We're gonna put like the women's slogan into the man's slogan. It's like this: if he wanted to, he would. Bro, listen, if she wanted to, she would.
So we didn't learn. We didn't learn from last time.
My finances.
So we didn't learn. Comprehension. We didn't learn.
I'm gonna do this. Be Simone.
So I can't know who the guy is, but the guy has to know he's coming on a date with me.
Yes, of course. Now, now I need to hear the prerequisites. I need to hear what do they have to have? Tall,
a little
older. What's the
older?
age?
He can't have a 9 to 5.
What? Why not? You don't want him to have an honest job?
I mean, he could be a hustling entrepreneur.
So you want him to be you want CEO status?
Hustling entrepreneurs aren't making money because I don't know what the hell they are.
Yes.
Okay, he can't
so
like he can't clock in and clock out.
No.
Damn,
I think
Simone.
entrepreneurs date entrepreneurs.
Okay, but still, there's.
God has planted a seed in your heart. He has given you purpose, and until you find that, you lost. Find that. You want to be a doctor, you want to be a lawyer, but you're too scared to do it and step out on faith. So no, I'm not going to date a man who sees me living my dream every day, and he's at a desk and he can't walk in his purpose.
My finances, the budgeting. You see how I am nitpicking every little thing. I've never been like that.
It's like, how out of touch are you?
We were in Bloomingdale's yesterday. I'm like, we have to go to H&M.
Yeah.
I notice it
Uniqlo?
in me now, just nitpicking. And it's not even, I just don't have it to spend. The liquid. Yeah. I'm used to having liquid. I'm used to seeing a certain amount in my account.
She used to having liquid. What, all over your face?
Well, since you're shopping at H&M now, it looks like you understand 9 to 5 niggas' lives. You know what I'm saying? You understand it now, don't you, bitch? You understand it now.
That second video is her before. She's like, oh yeah, I don't want no... She basically saying she don't want a guy with a 9 to 5 when Nick Cannon was trying to set her up with somebody. And now she's going broke. These females...
I don't really think she's going broke, guys. I think it's all a facade, trying to, relate more to the normal average people. Because look at how out of touch she says, the things she says.
In this generation, bad with 9 to 5s. And this is them. Behind closed doors, you're broke.
I don't know if everybody is old enough to remember, but B. Simone was on the internet shaming men
with 9 to 5s when she was at the peak of her like social media and skit success, and like, you know, she was at the BET Awards and shit, you know, that around that time she was shamed with 9 to 5, saying niggas, you know, that's, she would never entertain a nigga with one and all this shit. I just seen her yesterday crying on a nationally televised interview about not being able to afford H&M clothes. And my question...
No, she could afford H&M clothes. She couldn't afford the Saks or Bloomingdale's clothes.
Question is that a full circle moment about being an ungrateful, misandrist, classist piece of shit? Like, is that a full circle moment of you just being a complete degenerate towards men in general, and now you complaining about your finances on national television at that? That is just, it's interesting to me, to say the least.
I don't usually get in women's business, but B. Simone gotta be the fakest person ever, bro. Every time I see some shit about her, it's negativity. I first started hearing about her when she was loud and obnoxious. Then she sold y'all books and told y'all write your own books. Then I see the shady ass trailer for her new podcast after her and her friend had some falling out. It was 2 chairs and she removed one like on some petty shit. Like, then I just seen she was on a podcast with another friend. Her friend was talking about how broke she is, and she was just like, Jesus.
Baby, didn't have a job, living with my parents, a single mom. All this happened to me this past year. Jesus. I had to get my car repossessed. Jesus. I had to go through the food stamps line. I had to be on Medicaid. Jesus.
Bruh, the whole thing, Jesus. And instead of addressing what that lady said, she was like, fuck that. Let's see who really broke. I'm so broke, I gotta shop at H&M. Shawty said, fuck going band for band. Let's go broke for broke.
The way B. Simone's best friend had her exposing herself, like, and I don't even think she noticed what was happening. The friend is just letting her talk. She doesn't even realize how badly she is putting her foot in her mouth. But the best friend, she's not being defensive. She's not giving B. Simone a reason to be defensive. So she feels free to just talk. And the more she's talking, she just exposing the hell out of herself. Because you really gonna say...
I mean, we've always said it. Women just tell on themselves.
If you have any dreams or hopes or aspirations, you can't work with me. I only want people that want to build LLTA or whatever the hell. Don't go build your dreams. Help me build my dreams, and that's gonna make you a millionaire. You sound like corporate America. Beware of the people that say things like team and family. It's all a trap. They use those things at the job to make you feel like you're a part of something. True. But really, you're only there to build them. They don't give a damn about you. It has nothing to do with you.
That's why when you are financially up, you never disrespect or turn your nose down at other people. Like they say, the same people you disrespected on your way to the top, the same people you gonna see on your way back down to the bottom.
Damn
but
right.
You guys drop a comment down below and let me know if B. Simone would end up with a 9-to-5 man.
It's like women don't think men pay attention. They just think men are just doofuses working hard, trying to earn money to just give them. We don't pay attention to the social media. We don't pay attention to the stupid videos you post or the interviews you do and all the things you say about men. We know. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that, and catch you guys next time.